What the hell? Do you not see the hypocrisy? Do you not see the irony? Do you not see? Do you not see? Have you heard of irony? You are a master at it, okay? Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another Vegan Talks video. So it has been years since I've done one of these videos where I sit down and talk about a topic regarding veganism and tell you my opinions and rant and all of that good stuff. Today's topic is going to be about why non-vegans are obsessed with vegans. Yes, they are obsessed with us, guys. Newsflash, they are obsessed. Let's delve into it, shall we? I have a little bit of coffee here from my Harry Potter mug. By the way, I do have an entire playlist on my previous Vegan Talks videos. I'll link that playlist down below if you guys want to check out all of those videos after this video. Yes, recently I posted a video on Facebook. So this is what sparked this whole thing, okay? I posted a video on Facebook. It was like a reel, okay? It was like a 1 minute, not even 1 minute video of me trying vegan salmon sashimi. Okay, I actually did a video on my YouTube channel like a long time ago. So it was like a repurposing of that video. So it's like an old video and I repurposed it and I posted it on Facebook. Essentially, the product is a vegan salmon sashimi. You might remember the video. I'm gonna link that video down here, my YouTube video. So essentially it's me trying out this product and, showing how to, prepare it, testing it out, and me basically vocalizing my thoughts on the product and talking about the texture and the taste. And I posted that video on my Facebook page. And if you ever want to lose all of your remaining faith in humanity, just go on Facebook and read Facebook comments because that'll do it. That will do it. Essentially, I posted this video. It was very innocent. It was literally just like a taste test. Like, here is a taste test of this vegan salmon. I said, if you miss salmon, if you are vegan and you miss salmon, or if you haven't had salmon for a long time, then maybe you want to try out this product. The texture was a bit weird, but like the taste was a bit mild. Like it was literally simply a taste test. I didn't tell anyone to go vegan in that video. I did not tell people that they should stop eating fish. I didn't even go into the environmental aspect of fish farming or anything along those lines. There's nothing preachy in that video. Yet guys, the comments under that video that I got, I was like, I'm sorry, what is going on? These people acting like I am fucking committing a sin against humanity. Why are you so obsessed? Why do you care if I'm eating a vegan product made for people that don't eat fish? Why do you care if I'm eating this fishless product? I didn't tell you to eat it. I didn't tell you have to go and buy this. I didn't tell you should replace your salmon with this. I didn't tell you to stop eating salmon. I did not tell you that you need to go vegan. I literally was just talking about a vegan product on my vegan page. Whoo, guys, some of these comments, let me tell you, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. It's so bad. It's so bad. All right, let's go into the comment by Cindy Davidson. This comment by Cindy: if it isn't salmon, it isn't salmon, period. Stop making your chemical garbage out to be something it's not. Either be vegan or eat meat, but the days of people accepting I identify as are over. Guys, what the hell? First of all, why do you care? Why do you care, Cindy? Why do you care? Okay, if I want to make chemical garbage and eat it, I can do that. It's a free country. Don't you love freedom? These people love freedom. These people love freedom. Unless they see a vegan eating something, then they don't like freedom, okay? They are so obsessed. And I called it vegan salmon, okay? There's a reason why I called it vegan salmon, not salmon. I didn't say it was salmon. I said it was vegan salmon. They're so obsessed. They're so obsessed. Why do you need to make this comment? Just scroll on. Keep going. Keep scrolling. Here's another one. Why is it the vegans try to get as close to things resembling meat as they can? Why can't they just eat it as it is? Maybe it's because deep down they too want to eat meat and this is just to mask their desires. Again, if that is the case, why do you care? Who cares? Does it matter? Why does it matter to you? Okay? It has no relevance to you whatsoever. Because apparently you think that someone is holding a gun to my head, forcing me to be vegan, and it's not like a personal choice on my part. If I wanted to continue to eat fake meat products to mask my desires, why does it matter to you? This has nothing to do with you. I didn't go on your page and say, go vegan, eat this. Yet you're obsessed with this idea that vegans are eating alternative products, okay? And newsflash, it's not like we're eating alternative products all the time. I literally bought this vegan salmon product one time to basically do a taste test and try it out for you. And I can guarantee you most vegans are not buying those products every day and eating those. It's just a once in a while fun little novelty product. There's tons of chemical garbage that you buy at the grocery store that's very normalized that we feed to our kids. And yet this is the focus. The focus is on consenting adults that want to try out a certain product, and you think that that is what? That should be outlawed? Like, you don't think that we should be able to make these decisions ourselves and eat those foods if we want to? Like, these non-vegans are so obsessed with what we eat. It's so crazy. And the crazy thing is that the stereotype is that vegans are so obsessed with what other people eat, and we're so obsessed with telling people that we're vegan. We're so obsessed with preaching about how people should stop eating meat, when in actuality it's literally the other way around. It's literally, as you can see here, like the other way around. There's tons of more comments where this came from, by the way. This post, guys, like kind of went semi-viral, and now it has 220,000 views and it has 2.4K comments. This is not normal for my Facebook page. Like, I do not get this many comments. Most of these are hate comments. Okay, most of these are people being like, why do vegans feel the need to eat things? Why do vegans, why do vegans, why do you care? Why do you care? Why is this of concern to you? Like, I genuinely don't understand why you care what we eat. And yet we are the ones preaching about what you should eat? Do you not see the hypocrisy? Do you not see the irony? Do you not see? These same people that I'm sure are obsessed with freedom are saying, okay, basically, if you're a vegan, you have to eat nothing but salad all day. You have to eat, just healthy food. Like, you can't eat anything that's processed, despite the fact that you go into a grocery store and literally like 90% of the products are processed products. It's not abnormal in this world that we live in that people eat processed food, even vegans. I know, newsflash. And this one really, I think, is one of the best comments because people are so stupid. Let me find it. Oh my God. So I actually responded to one of the comments and said, why is it that non-vegans care so much about what vegans do without ever understanding why people are vegan in the first place? Because the frustrating thing as a vegan is that people don't seem to understand what a vegan is. In case you are one of these people that are like, why do vegans have to eat fake meat, fake cheese? If you're trying to avoid meat and cheese, like blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you're one of these people actually wondering, basically it's because we don't want to participate in animal agriculture. Okay? We are basically against the commodification of animals, which leads to their abuse, their suffering, and their ultimate premature death. We are against all of that, okay? We are for animal liberation. We want animals to live freely as we do, okay? We don't want them to suffer. Essentially, that's what it is. We don't want to participate in an industry that makes animals suffer and kills animals. Okay? But a lot of us grew up eating animal products. We grew up eating certain foods. We grew up eating certain dishes that might be very familiar to us, which makes it hard for people to let go of that aspect, even if they agree fundamentally, even if they agree ethically with the animal rights movement and with veganism. It's very hard for people to let go of some of the foods that they grew up eating. Okay? And myself included, for many years, I struggled because I thought, oh, I can never give up this and this, blah, blah, blah. And it took me years to actually like fully go vegan. So it is hard. It is hard to give those things up. We are human beings after all. And also a lot of it's, a lot of emotional attachment as well, right? Like emotional attachment to food is a real thing. We are very emotionally attached to our dishes, culturally attached. A lot of it's culturally significant. So we want to continue to eat these foods, not because we don't care about animals, but we want to, continuously participate in the cultures that we're used to. So essentially, this is kind of best of both worlds. If we can have alternative products that can mimic what we grew up eating, and with that, also not participate in animal agriculture, then that's a win-win situation for vegans, right? We don't go vegan, at least most people don't go vegan because they hate the taste of meat, don't like the taste of cheese. It's not a taste thing. It's not like I think it's gross thing. It's more so an ethical stance, okay? It's us trying to put our money where our mouth is and not give money to industries that continuously abuse and exploit animals. That's what it is. So if there's products that are designed to mimic the taste of some of the foods that we grew up eating without harming animals, why not eat those products? Why not? Okay? And the fact is, the funny thing is, a lot of vegans, most vegans I know, don't eat these alternative products like every single day. These may be sprinkled in as convenience items or for taste or for comfort, whatever it is. At least for me, I don't eat like alternative meats or alternative cheeses like on a day-to-day basis. Those things kind of come as like a little treat or a little thing that I sprinkle into my diet, but it's not something that I eat all the time. Not that that matters, like I could eat that all the time and it still wouldn't matter. But that's why vegans choose to eat some of these foods, and that's why these foods continuously come into existence, because if we can have the same thing but in plant-based form, why not have the plant-based form? What's the fucking harm, right? What is the fucking harm? So that is the explanation, okay? That's why vegans create dishes that are similar to dishes they grew up eating. That's why we create alternative meat products. That's why we eat these products. It's really not that complicated, and it's really not that hard to understand if you just sit down and just listen for 2 seconds, okay? So I wrote, yeah, why is it that non-vegans care so much, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody wrote, as a response to that, they wrote, because non-vegans don't give a rat's ass what you eat. But you vegans are consumed with what we eat. Maybe if you just stuck to your diet, let us stick to our diet, and everyone's happy. Guys, this is the most ironic statement of the century, because he's commenting this under a video where I have thousands of comments from non-vegans telling me what not to eat, which is chemical garbage. People are telling me this is garbage, don't eat this, don't eat that, why do you eat this? They're saying all this stuff under my post, and he has the audacity to say non-vegans don't give a rat's ass what you eat. Really? Really, Jim Gordon? Are you sure you don't care? Because it seems like all of you care a little too much. You care a little too much, Jim. Why do you care, Jim? As far as I know, under this post, I'm not the one telling you what to eat. You're the one telling me what to eat or what not to eat. Why don't you let me stick to my diet? Now you're just flipping it and you're saying vegans are the ones that care too much, when you're the one commenting under my vegan post discussing a vegan product to my fellow vegans, and you're telling me that you don't care what I eat when you clearly do. Jim, have you heard of irony? You are a master at it, okay? And while we're on that topic, let's actually talk about why vegans do care what you eat, okay? Because we actually have a reason to care. That's the crazy thing is, it's like we're not allowed to care what other people eat, even though everyone has to fucking care what we eat. And like, this is beyond just Facebook as well, right? Like, I've been doing this online thing for years, and I used to do a lot of Q&As, a lot of things like that. And some of the most typical comments or questions that I would get from, you know, fellow vegans or people that are recently, you know, plant-based, things like that, are questions like, oh my God, I need to do a family dinner on Saturday and I don't know, you know, how to deal with all of the comments about my veganism. Oh my God, my parents won't accept that I'm vegan. My friends make fun of me for being vegan. Oh, I have this like work dinner, like should I tell them I'm vegan? Like all of these social comments, people feeling really socially isolated or feeling like they are alone in this vegan journey, or feeling like they are being teased, made fun of, constantly criticized, constantly berated for being vegan is so common that I wish these non-vegans, like I wish they would spend a week, not even just being vegan, but just like telling people they're vegan and just seeing people's reaction to that so that they can experience what it's like on this side, okay? Because it's definitely not fun and games. It's definitely not people just all accepting of what we eat. Trust me, it's literally the opposite, okay? You tell people you're vegan. If people are nice, they'll just say nothing. But most of the time, you know, they'll be like, oh, how do you get your protein? What do you eat? Like, how do you eat that? Oh, don't you miss steak? Like, oh, don't you want to just try this like lamb? You know, it's like, it's just constant. So I really wish these non-vegans would just like even pretend to be vegan for like a week or a month and just see the reaction of other people and how judgmental other people can be toward vegans, okay? That are just living their lives, right? Most vegans are not out there being an animal rights activist. Most vegans are not out there telling people to go vegan. Yes, there are vegans like this, and we'll talk about that in a second. Yes, there are activists, there are vegans that do that, but for the most part, most people that are just vegan, they don't say anything. They just live their lives. They just go to vegan restaurants, and maybe at a restaurant when they're eating out, they may mention that they're vegan, and then everyone holds on to that and thinks, oh my God, of course they have to talk about the fact that they're vegan. Well, yeah, I have to talk about it because I'm ordering food. Like what? Yes, I have to tell you that I'm vegan because I'm vegan. I need to order food and I don't want it to be not vegan. Like, yes, I'm gonna tell you that I'm fucking vegan. Even though, I mean, honestly for me, I don't even say I'm vegan at a restaurant unless I'm at like a vegetarian restaurant. Then I'll say I'm vegan because I'm like, okay, they understand what vegan is. But if I'm at like a regular restaurant, I very rarely am like, oh, by the way, like I'm vegan. I'm more like, oh, does this contain meat? Like, can I have no meat, no cheese, no dairy? Like, because either way, usually most of the time when you say you're vegan, they don't really understand anyway. And like half the time, you know, non-vegan things just magically appear. So there's no need for me to be like, I'm vegan. It's more so, it's actually safer to be like, I don't eat this, I don't eat this, I don't eat this. Anyways, that's besides the point. So let's actually talk about why vegans, actually some vegans, care what you eat. It's because veganism is a justice movement, okay? We care about things outside of us. Okay, there are victims in this scenario. Okay, the victims being the animals. This is a movement to help change the world into a better place, to help the world a better place for not only the animals, but also the environment, thus for us as well. So because we care about what happens to these voiceless victims, we have to speak out. We have to be activists. We have to talk about this. We have to promote veganism, because if we don't, then we're not activists. We're not trying to make the world a better place. Yes, it's still better. Like, I'm not saying that every vegan needs to go out there and be an activist. Obviously, like, that's not what I'm saying. But you can't blame people for, you know, talking about an issue that is clearly an issue that is beyond us. That's beyond just, you know, individual choices, because it's impacting the world. It's impacting, you know, our environment and other animals that, you know, humans claim to love so much. So that's why we talk about it. That's why we care. That's why, you know, we want to make people vegan. Yeah, let's be honest. Like, we want more people to go vegan. We're not going to make people go vegan. We're not forcing people to go vegan, but that's why we are activists, and we try to change people's minds about the, you know, animal agriculture industry, and we try to change people's minds about eating meat and animal products. Okay, we're trying to spread awareness about this really, really massive issue that everyone seems to turn a blind eye on. That's why we care. That's why we talk about it. Because I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I was taught, when you see injustice, you speak up. When you see something bad happening, you tell somebody. You talk about it. You try to change the situation. You try to help. That's what we've been told. No, those are the values that were instilled in me. And yet, if you're vegan, you're supposed to shut up and sit down. I was never told that, okay? So that's why vegans speak up. That's why vegans care. That's why we want to, you know, promote veganism. Yes, we do. Like, I want people to go vegan because it has world implications. It doesn't have any implications necessarily on me directly. You know, I'm not the one in a slaughterhouse. I'm not the one in a factory farm. But there's animals that are literally suffering. Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine for a minute? You are born and then you cannot move. First, you are taken away from your mother immediately. Then you are literally in a room so small you can barely move. You are fattened up. You are pumped full of hormones and antibiotics and all these things. You are scared shitless. You are scared shitless. And then when you are still way too young, they just like take you to a slaughterhouse and you know what's happening. They know what's happening. They are fucking scared, okay? And then they get slaughtered. What the actual fuck? And we've normalized this. We think this is normal. Vegans are to be blamed? Vegans are to be blamed? Like, of course we're gonna speak out. Of course we're gonna say something. Like, how do you, even whether or not you wanna go vegan, like, you have to understand where we're coming from, right? Like, I get it's hard to go vegan, okay? I'm the first to say it. It is hard to go vegan. We live in a non-vegan world. It's not socially accepted. It's not, you know, something that I don't think is very cool. Like, no one's like, oh my God, like, what a cool person, she's vegan. It's more like, ugh, she's vegan, ugh. No, it's not like fun. Okay, I forgot, I lost my train of thought here. You know what I mean, okay? So essentially at the end of the day, we're not vegan because it's like, oh my God, like, I'm so cool and I'm so like trendy and I'm so like whatever. It's, of course there are people that are maybe plant-based for this reason, but if you're vegan, it is a justice movement. It is a philosophy, it's a way of life that tries to make the world a better place. So that's why, okay? And obviously simply me eating plant-based is not going to make a huge difference, but if there's me times 1,000 times 1,000,000, then that's when we begin to see some differences and changes. So that is why we preach it. That's all, okay? So what's your reason? What's your reason that you care what we eat? Right? Like, that's the question you should be asking yourself. Why are you so triggered to see vegans eating fake chemical garbage or like alternative meats, alternative dairy? Why is that of concern to you? Does it bother you so much that we are trying not to participate in animal agriculture that we are deeply against? Does it bother you so much that I am against taking away baby cows from their mother as soon as they're born? Because that's what happens in the dairy industry, which is why I don't like to participate in the dairy industry. Does it bother you so much that I am against the grinding up of male chicks when they're born because they are of no use to the egg industry, so I don't want to put my money into the egg industry that does things like this. Does it bother you so much? Like, why does it bother you so much? You should ask yourself that question. You should ask yourself that question. Why do you care? Okay? Because I know why I care. I know why vegans care. I know why we're preachy. I know why we speak out. But what about you? Why do you write these comments? What are you trying to do? All right, so after this whole Facebook vegan salmon drama, I was like, oh my God, I wonder, like, I just want to do a little, like, I kind of knew the answer, but I was like, I just want to do a little, you know, tiny little personal research and see if I go to, like, let's say a carnivore page on Facebook and see if there's like tons of vegans writing, you know, anti-carnivore stuff, or even people just generally, you know, being like, you shouldn't be eating like this, right? Because it's like, I wanted to see if carnivores would get maybe similar treatment to vegans. So I found this page, which I did not realize I stepped into an anti-vegan page, essentially. So I found this page called Carnivore Dad. Let me find it. I have screenshots. It's called Carnivore Dad. I was flabbergasted because all I found were basically memes making fun of vegans. That's like half of this guy's page. I'm not even exaggerating, okay? I'm not exaggerating. I would say go on his page, but don't, because obviously we don't want to give it attraction. But this like just proves to me that non-vegans are just obsessed with vegans. Not all non-vegans, but a lot of non-vegans, especially this like the carnivore type, or people that are just like, maybe they spend too much time on the internet, I don't know, but they are just obsessed with us. So this guy, he literally posts a vegan meme or anti-vegan meme like every single day. So this is like, I mean, I screenshot this on September 10th. So one day ago, vegan tomahawk steak. Follow us for more recipes. So funny, we eat wood. Okay, why waste money on lawnmowers when you can use vegans? Let's use a vegan as a human lawnmower. Ha, because we eat grass. Ha, so funny. So hilarious. Being vegan doesn't have to suck. And it's like a picture of like wood and like clippings from trees. Every day, okay? And then there's one, you have the right to remain silent. Impossible, I'm vegan. Really? It's funny because like you can't seem to shut up. You can't seem to stop posting memes about people being vegan. Why do you care? Like, why are you, I'm sorry, post your carnivore crap, okay? Post your fucking whatever, your steak and your butter or whatever the fuck you eat. Post that. Why do you need to be obsessively posting about vegans? Like, what is your issue? You know, and of course there's like the standard, why did the vegan cross the road? Oh, to tell someone else that she's vegan. Again, like, this is not the reality. Most vegans are just like not saying anything. They don't even want to say anything because they don't want to invite the plethora of questions and comments and concerns for their protein intake. Like, we don't want to tell people. We just want to, like, you know, be vegan, and yeah, like, we want to maybe do our activism. But even activists, half the time they're not saying things randomly. Like, they are doing activism in like a very strategic way. They're not just like telling everyone that they're vegan. Like, it's not like this. Okay, it isn't like this. That feeling that you get when you're not vegan. Again, every day, guys, every single day, this guy is posting about vegans and like vegan memes, making fun of vegans. So confirming that they are obsessed. They are literally obsessed. The fact that there's like YouTube channels, probably Instagram pages and stuff that are dedicated to just being anti-vegan just shows you like we are triggering them. We are like legit triggering some of these people. And I'm genuinely like, why do you care? It's very easy to ignore. We are only like what? Even now, we're probably only like what, 1% of the population max. We're not a big segment of the population yet. Okay, I want to be, but we are not yet. If you go to a restaurant, there's like maybe 1 or 2 vegan options and the rest of the options are not vegan. So it's not like we are winning this like people going vegan battle, okay? Why are you so triggered? Why do you care? Why are you so triggered? I think it's because subconsciously they know. They know that we're right on some level, guys. They know that we're right on some level, okay? These carnivore pages, like, or this page specifically, it's like, it's not like they can fight us on the actual data, like the science behind nutrition, right? Because I don't believe there's any dietetics organization that promotes a carnivore diet, or actually says a carnivore diet, a fully carnivore diet, like no vegetables. I don't think any dietetic organization promotes that or accepts that as a healthy way of living. But guess what is accepted? A well-planned plant-based diet, okay? It has been proven that it can be healthy for all stages of life. I'm not saying you have to be fully plant-based to be healthy, but it has been proven that you can be fully plant-based and be completely healthy, and sometimes even healthier than your counterparts following a fully plant-based diet. Okay, so, and this is like, you know, the science is there. So the science is on our side. So for them to be anti-vegan, they just need to be posting stupid memes and just attacking vegans, like ad hominem attacks, just making fun of them, like nothing to do with actual health, actual nutrition, eliminating all plant foods. That's great. So I think there's a part of them that feels very inferior. There's a part of them that feels like they need to like overcompensate and they need to, you know, make fun of us to make themselves feel better. It's like a big bully. Like, what the hell's going on? This guy's a dad. This is a grown ass man posting memes about vegans on his Facebook page. Okay, so yes, at the end of the day, it's really not us vegans that are more preachy than the non-vegan. Essentially, if you've ever experienced being a vegan, you should know that it happens more the other way around. We're constantly berated, constantly made fun of. We're the butt of every stupid joke. People have it backwards. It's constant. And I think that's why a lot of people actually quit veganism. I really do. I think it's a social aspect. I think that's the biggest reason people quit veganism. Okay, because it's not normalized in society. We're still kind of like a very small segment of society, and anytime you're following a very different sort of way of life to society, it's going to be harder. It's going to be an uphill battle. So I think that's why a lot of people quit veganism. Obviously, there's other reasons behind it as well, but I think social acceptance, social approval is a huge reason. And us vegans, we don't get that. And the crazy thing about the whole vegan thing and us being preachy, the crazy thing is like, we're not forcing you to do anything. No one's like forcing you to eat a Beyond Burger. No one is going into your fridge, taking out all your animal products and throwing it out the window. You know, like this isn't what vegans are doing. All we're doing is spreading awareness and discussing this topic. That's really all we're doing. Even the most extreme vegans that you can think of, the extreme animal rights activists, yes, they might cause disruptions in like a McDonald's. Like maybe they have a graphic photo and they're standing on the street with a picket sign trying to raise awareness. That's essentially what vegans are trying to do. We're trying to get people to understand what happens in the animal agriculture industry so that they can make their own decisions. We're not trying to force people to go vegan. We are being shot as the messenger, okay? We are being shot as the messenger. What the hell's going on? That was the rant. Those were my thoughts. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Vegan Talks video. Kind of random, kind of rambly, but there you go. Thanks for joining me and hearing my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Did you know that they were so obsessed with us? Let me know. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Make sure you thumbs up this video and check out my Vegan Talks playlist, which is linked below. You can check out all of my Vegan Talks videos where I discuss vegan topics. If there's anything you want me to talk about in a future Vegan Talks video, let me know. That was super fun. I should definitely do more of these in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!